Welcome. In this lesson, we're going to explore two very important measurement ideas, perimeter and area. These ideas show up throughout elementary school, and they're also ideas that students often confuse. So in this lesson, we are going to slow down, build meaning, and make sure we really understand what each of these means. Let's begin with perimeter. Perimeter is the length around the figure. That is the big idea. If you want to know perimeter, you are asking, how far is it all the way around? One way to think about it is with a picture. Suppose you are a little ant and you're walking along the outside edge of this rectangle. How far would you walk? That total distance is the perimeter. This is a really useful image for students because it emphasizes that perimeter is about the boundary of the shape, not the space inside. Let's look at a simple example first. Suppose we have this rectangle with side lengths of 5 units and 3 units. To find the perimeter, let's suppose we start here. Going across this side would contribute a total of 5. We would then come down this side, which would contribute 3. Next, we would go back this way, which would contribute another 5. And then finally, we would go back up to get to our starting point, which would contribute another 3. So when we add this, we get that our perimeter is 16 units. Now, let's think about irregular shapes. Not every figure is a rectangle or a square. So let's suppose we have this irregular polygon with our side lengths labeled as 2, 4, 3, 5, and 6 units. So the perimeter, we would go along the 2 side, and then the 4, then the 3, then the 5, then the 6, which would give us a total of 20 units. The shape does not have to be regular. The sides do not have to match. We're simply measuring the total distance around the outside. This is one place where students sometimes make mistakes. They see a strange-looking shape and think they need a special formula. But the key idea is the same. Perimeter means add the lengths around the boundary. As teachers, we want students to keep the meaning connected to the measurement. It's not just an operation, it's a question. How far around? A helpful classroom move is to ask, if an ant walked around this shape, how far would it travel? That gives students a concrete image. It also helps separate perimeter from area, which we'll explore next. So, let's summarize. Perimeter is the length around a figure. It measures the outside boundary. And to find it, we add the side lengths around the shape. That's it. Simple, but very important. And if this feels manageable so far, that's great. Strong understanding usually begins with clear, simple ideas. You're doing exactly the kind of thinking that helps later teaching become much stronger. Let's keep going.